Hello YouTubers, a summer reviews here at the look of Transformers Combiner Wars Deluxe Class Brawl. Um, I was actually doing some research because I was bored. And I have learned that, well, what I was looking up, I don't think, Nexus Prime is going to be his own combiner. Um, I've heard rumors saying that he is. Others are saying that he's not. And what I saw pictures of was him using parts of both Bruticus and Superion. I'm not really happy about that. I'm really hoping he's his own combiner, because I don't want to take apart my Bruticus that I'm trying to get, or dismantle my Superion, just to say I have a Nexus. So yeah. But anyways, here we are with just that little ran out of the way. Combiner Wars Brawl. As you can see, this is actually a new mold that they actually did give him. This was actually a new mold back in the day, and there's a little something to do with his waist area that nobody liked. I personally, to this day, I actually don't mind it, because the pin system I have here is still super tight. I mean, he will not pretty much be in half. If y'all don't know about this mold, when you transform him, he does not, his waist doesn't tab in anywhere. It's just friction hinges to keep his waist in place. But my joints to this day is still tight. And yes, if y'all saw the one video, his arm is a little loose. One of his arms are now loose. But as y'all can see here, he is. He's mainly, he's like a brown. He's more of a brown, like a brown green to like an actual green. Decepticon logo with a silver outline on both sides. Treads are the gray with wheels. The bottom side, not really much. Sides aren't really much. There are silver. Move that out of the way. There is silver back here. There's a Decepticon logo right there. He does have blue. They gave him front lights. Nothing on the back. There are indicators that there are molds right here to imitate backlights. And yeah, does roll. Articulation, the turret can go up and down. This cannot rotate, and as y'all can see here, it is done in a black plastic. As y'all can see here, you can take it off. He can handheld. He can use it as an handheld, as a weapon, as his handgun. I just leave it here because it gives him that Brawl look. And yeah, there is a port right here. You pretty much flip this up and you put like the hand-foot gun on top. You could put like the hand-foot gun on top, or you could plug it in right here in this port, and you can use that as the hand port. Or if you fold this down, this piece will shift over, and that's what you would use for the leg in leg mode. I do keep him in leg mode because his arm mode, I do not like his arm mode. And unlike others, when Imgo reviewed this way back, I always watched Imgo. Sometimes when it came to stuff, sometimes Bolt Matrix, Um, uh, Joey Hong is actually mainly for the Masterpiece reviews, but when it came to MGO, I used to watch his Combiner Wars playlist and his mainline stuff. Occasionally off the bottom is, but what I saw, this mold had a problem where he wouldn't actually where there would be like a crack up front. But as y'all can see with my figure, I don't have that issue. Mine stays flush. Which I don't know if that's a QC issue or not, but yeah, just letting y'all know I never had that issue. For comparison, here he is with my only main line Brawl. As y'all can see, and yes, I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. So far, I don't have a personal favorite. I like Bruticus I like the Bruticus figures in their own way. He's an older figure, he's the newer figure. Brawl, this one may be brand new, and this one may be old, but I still like this. I actually do like this. I do like the Combiner Wars stuff. Still, to this day. I'm not gonna do a, unlike others who goes, oh yeah, just because this is a new era, this is gonna be my new favorite. No. They're both good in my way. Yes, I know some of y'all are gonna be like, but this one's back from 2015, this is 2016. Look at it. Yes, it may be 2016, may be new, and I do like it, but this is also my childhood. This is the equivalent to my G1, to a G1 to me. It was just a modernized figure, and I really did like it. Yes, the hip area is a touchy subject because it's pretty much handled by friction, but it's still I still actually do like this. I actually really don't have complaints to this. They're both good. I know some people are gonna have flaws with. Everybody's gonna complain about something when it comes to these. And of course, painting is the main issue. We all know about the painting things to these things, especially to this. Because, Tank Mode barely has anything. Unlike him, he actually has some color. But anyways, yeah. After even though I say stuff like that, to the end of the day, I like Bruticus. Bruticus is my absolute favorite combiner. And I am worried about, the Nexus Prime figure because what I am hearing, what I am looking up, is that what I'm pretty much hearing is that Nexus Prime isn't gonna become the Combiner Prime that we all know. He's not gonna be his own unique figure. He's gonna be pretty much, oh hey, grab Bruticus or Superion, and there you go, boom. I don't like that. What I really do wish is that they could give us a proper combine mode for him. There we go. Give Nexus Prime like his own unique take on him. There we go. Yay! No, there's already paint chipping. There's already paint chipping on the mask. Oh, God, that's lovely. Just pretend it's not there. Just pretend it's not there. But yeah, transformation wise, it's quite easy. Hinge that up, go up to the sides, untab from here, and then just put this up here. And then what you can also do is come back here, fold this down, fold this back, and you kind of have a fall. You can kind of represent the fall of Cybertron tank. That one thing in the game. That's just my own little thing. That's just my own thing. But anyways, untab, fold the arms up, fold the arms down, fold up the feet, and yes. For the way this figure works, fold up the legs, they will tab in right here, they will slide into these slots. He actually does have some ankle tiltage, which that's actually surprising, and this leg is still tough, tight. Now, this is the part what I'm talking about. You rotate the waist, hinge this up, and you just rest. Surprisingly, on mine, yes, I know it is the most weirdest thing ever. Fold up the head, tab this in. I know it is the weirdest thing ever, because he has no stomach. I still have no problems. This is actually still tight. He will not untab from the waist. But however, he does have a really loose joint. Yeah, I actually don't know how to fix that. All I know is that I was just messing with it one day, and it just became severely loose. Which, that kind of sucks. But yeah, here he is. Here is Brawl. And I still can't believe he got his mask chipped. Huh. Anyways. Yeah, a really cool figure. It does scream Brawl. Yes, I know he has really small elbows. But yeah, as you can see, he has like no color on the helmet. He does have red in the visor, blue in the chest, Decepticon logo right here. Some bit of red pops up. You can see the silver perfectly. There's really no color that exposes on the arms. The backpack is the backpack. And as y'all can see, it is small, but he does have ankle rockers. Yeah, he's the only figure that has ankle rockers. Everybody else doesn't. Posability, just like the Vortex, just like the Blast Off, head swivels. He can look up with the joint. Arms can do a full rotation. They can go in and out. He does have elbow swivel. He does have a jointed, a double joint. You can use a transformation hinge and a proper ball joint. And here he just has a really, really loose swivel. Yeah, I can't see in there, but yeah, it is messed up. He does have a waist rotation like everybody else. Leg can kick that forward that far. Move that up. He can kick back that far. He can do the full splits. He does have rotation. He does have a really tight knee. Yeah, this knee is still actually kind of tight to this day. And he has some ankle tiltage, or you can use that transformation hinge if you want. But it also, you can totally have a Age of Extinction lockdown. You can give him gun face. That's something you can do with this figure. And yeah, and yes, like I said, you can remove that. Put inside his hand, so he does have a handheld blaster. If you want to do that, I give him this. And also right up front, those look like guns. He has chest guns. So he doesn't need to, he has his fists. He has chest guns. He has back gun, or you can do what I just did and give him the gun face mode. And for comparison, here he is with the Brawl. And as y'all can see, his mask chipped. I hope y'all don't see it. I hope it's not visible. I hope the shadow keeps it away. But yeah, that actually kind of hurts. I like this figure, and he's already paint chipped. And yeah, really cool figures. I do like these. And yes, being a Voyager, he is taller. Here he is with Blast Off. My Vortex is currently on the floor behind a dresser. I'll have to try to get him later. And here he is with this deluxe. As y'all can see, deluxe, and a Voyager. As y'all can see, he's like a small Voyager. He's like almost deluxe class, but he is considered a Voyager. And the transformation to him being a leg actually does kind of scare me. Because he's supposed to be a Voyager, and he kind of looks like a deluxe. So, yeah. And also, like I said with the one video, I am actually kind of nervous. I am actually kind of worried that he's not going to be his own combiner. It's gonna really suck if Nexus Prime is going to be, has to have Superion or Bruticus, because like I said, I don't want to dismantle my Bruticus or my Superion just to get a Nexus Prime. I really do hope some point, some way, there's gonna be like a special box set for Nexus Prime that's gonna be his own skeletal, like his own skeletal, like his own mold. I don't even care if they just repainted Superion's bits, like his back bits. Do like a remold of Superion's skeletal structure. Do some remolding, repainting, something, and have like the arms, like the skeletal arms similar to him, at least, and have what I'm kind of hoping or seeing is just probably repaint some of the figures that they already have for maybe some deluxes on Superion, and some for Bruticus, have them in like his coloration, and like, you know, kind of give them like their own different heads or something. But that's just me personally. That's just me kind of hoping that... I'm just really hoping that there's something to do with Nexus Prime. So yeah, so if Nexus Prime's combining is pretty much, oh hey, let's add this here, that there, and then call it a day, yeah, I'm gonna be bummed. I really don't want to use Bruticus's parts or Superions and have an incompleted Superion and Bruticus just to have a completed Nexus. I would like to have Nexus being his own combiner. And like I said, I don't care if they have to repaint or do some slight remolding with Superion's skeletal shell. Like, just, like, you know, kind of like use that. And then, you know, maybe use, like, maybe repaint some figures or remold slightly to represent parts of Nexus and call it there. That's what I'm really hoping for. I'm really hoping I don't have to have an incompleted Bruticus or Superion just to have a Nexus. I'm actually am quite worried about that now. Because I would like to have AD Primes represent who they're meant to be and not using others. But yeah, that's about it. That's my little rant. Good figures. All around. Good figure. Of course, it's from 2014, so if you already have him, yay. If not, good luck finding him. Completed, incompleted. Maybe, it is a good set. Combiner Wars, like I said, yeah, I know people complained about this when I was little. I personally still, to this day, it never bothered me, because this was the very first Brawl that we got in years that represented Brawl. Because we had the 2007 Brawl, and then there was the Bruticus Maximus, which was the core combiner, the combiner core. The core transformers where you had a deluxe transform it to a torso, and when you combined the joint, the limb, the drones, that's what they were called, they would automorph into limbs. And when it came to Bruticus, it was 2 tanks and 2 helicopters. And you would slap those together, and you would have a Bruticus Maximus. So yeah, Brawl never really had a new figure for years, and then we had this, and people were disappointed because, like I said, if y'all can look, that is his waist. And as y'all can see, this bar right here will slot in right here. Mine holds in. I know, I believe when Imgo reviewed it, it's been such a while, I think Imgo had a problem where like his, where this would, be loose. Mine still holds. The only problem I have is just a loose shoulder. That's all I'm dealing with. Other than that, yeah, everything about him is actually still pretty strong. Everything, actually feels tight. Even this arm was actually, good. But as y'all can see, it does swivel more. But yeah, that's about it. Laters.